Good afternoon, everyone. This is Manjeet Rawat, your online instructor, and welcome to my YouTube class. Today, we are going to talk about one of really important course for every IT professionals. I know every IT professional want to become a cybersecurity engineer. If we talk about the year of 2015, 2016, so definitely each and every IT professional want to learn how to protect the infrastructure. But unfortunately, to become a cybersecurity engineer that need a multiple prerequisites you should aware about at least one language, maybe Python. You should know about how machine can perform the work, and you should clear about your networking concept. You should know about how we can manage our operating system and application security. But today I'm going to tell you about the alternate of cybersecurity, right? Alternate in terms of security, alternate in terms of salary, alternate in terms of career growth and job security. Yes, I'm talking about cloud security because you know that each and every organization want to set up their resources with the help of cloud platform. It may be Amazon portal, it may be Azure portal, it may be Google Cloud platform or Oracle Cloud. These all cloud platforms give us option to purchase resources. Those resources can help us to manage infrastructure of our on-premises, right? So yes, I'm talking about IAM security engineer because you know that IAM identity and access management is a common topic, a common kind of service which is applicable for all the cloud platforms. You are going to set up your resources with the help of Amazon Web Services. Like you are planning to host your website, create a server by using EC2 instances. So IAM is also available, right? Azure can give us option to manage our IAM services. Google Cloud give us a dedicated place where we can set up the IAM services. So I'm going to design a one dedicated course, right? And that will help you to understand about how we can enhance our knowledge related to the cloud security. So let me share my screen and guide you about what are the points that we are going to cover in this entire IAM security training roadmap. So allow me 1 minute. Let me share my screen. And guys, I wanted to add one more thing related to the IAM. So this Friday, right? This Friday, I'm going to schedule. It's not a kind of webinar or workshop. I'm just going to be live on YouTube at 8 p.m. IST on Friday, where we are going to discuss about how you can make your career in IAM engineer, right? So, what are the points that we are going to cover? Let me show you the topics that we are going to cover in this entire for Friday. I hope everyone able to see my screen. So here we are going to start IAM Security 2026, Security Engineer 2026. And in this course, we are going to talk about identity and access management, the basic of identity and access management, where we need to know about what is IAM with Azure and how we can manage the IAM services with the help of Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud. And we'll talk about authentication and authorization. Guys, huge gap between authorization and authentication, right? So we are going to talk with practical because I'm using my own Microsoft Azure MSDN account and I have a Amazon Web Services. I have a full access of AWS portal as well. So I'll show you the each and every steps how we can manage the IAM with both portal, right? And then we'll talk about authentication, authorization, and accounting. This is really important for every security engineer. You should know about the gap between these three different point AAA. And then we'll talk about the privilege principles, so that allow us to manage the RBAC services, role-based access and control, how we can assign the roles to any specific users we are going to talk about. Then module second is correlated to the Active Directory. Yes, in the Active Directory, definitely you should aware about on-premises AD. If you good with on-premises Active Directory domain services, then definitely you can manage and understand how Microsoft Intra Portal can perform the work, right? So combination of on-premises ADDS and Azure Active Directory, you will understand the authentication method, right? So because you know that each and every client machine, laptop or desktop that we are using for office work, these machines are connected with the local domain controller, right? So we'll talk about ADDS, organizational unit, users, and group policy. We'll talk about DNS and DHCP, Kerberos authentication. This is a type of protocol. We'll talk about practically how it works in the backend, right? Apart from this, NTLM authentication, this is on-premises domain controller service that allows us to set up the authentication. Trust relationship between two different domain controller, abc.com and xyz.com, and you want to make a trust between both the domain controllers. So with the help of trust relationship, how we can set up the trust between both different types of domain. Apart from this, AD security, and then we'll talk about Azure Active Directory, which is considered as a Microsoft ID. We'll talk about tenant, RBAC services, user and group, dynamic groups, and how we can add our users and group, user and devices in our dynamic group. We'll talk about definitely SSPR, identity protection, and about the lifecycle workflow. So these all the points we are going to discuss in module third. Then module 4 is related to the authentication and technology, then SSO, then conditional access that allow us to manage multiple types of policy like zero trust policy. You want to configure a name location policy. You want to allow your users login on any specific platform, like you want to allow your user to log in only on Mac, Windows devices, Mac devices, or Linux devices, so you can manage with the help of conditional access policy. PIM, which is really important. This is a modern security that we can implement with the help of cloud platform, privileged identity management, where we can manage the just in time, right? So, like, let's take an example. Anyone want to access your virtual machine, and we are going to allow them for the specific time. The user is applicable to access my VM by using the just in time. So I'll show you the steps how we can configure this particular service to get an access of our Azure virtual machine or EC2 instance, because this is applicable for both the types of instances. Okay, so apart from this, PAM is also important, privileged access management. Both are related to the security, where we can discuss about the PAM concept, how it works, cyber attack, cyber arc, about password vault and session monitoring. So these all points we are going to discuss with the help of portal. 9 modules, identity and governments, where we can talk about RBAC service and attribute-based services as well, right? And then cloud IAM, which is applicable for Azure, and about the resource lock, how we can block the access of any specific resource with the help of Azure policy. We'll talk about identity management, service principal, and rewards. So not only with Microsoft Azure, we are going to talk about AWS IAM and about Google IAM as well. I have access of all the cloud platforms, so I can show you practically how you can manage the IAM services and tools with the help of Google Cloud and Amazon Cloud. So you will easily understand the importance of IAM for any organization or any company. And apart from this, we'll talk about identity and security, where we can talk about how we can manage and enroll our devices over a Microsoft Intune, because the Intune provides us a dedicated option where we can enroll our on-premises resources directly to the portal. Clear? Identity monitoring, and last one is really important about the authentication. See, identity attacks technique and auth option is also available, right? We are going to talk about auth and SSO, ADFS. So these all points we are going to talk that we can easily protect our environment. We'll talk about zero trust, auth attack, session hijack, about the concept, and also how we can protect our infrastructure from these types of attack. Be ready on Friday, 3rd of July, 8 p.m. IST. I'm going to show you the practical part, free of cost. This is a like a YouTube live. I will be on YouTube live on Friday 8 p.m. IST. So be available, join, and definitely you will learn a lot about IAM security. And you can also ask any questions related to the career, and also like you can ask for the roadmap, how you can start your journey. What are the prerequisites that we need to keep in our mind if we are planning to become a IAM certified engineer? Stay tuned with Teach Me Cloud. We are going to connect on Friday. Take care. Do subscribe. You're on Teach Me Cloud YouTube channel. Bye bye, guys.